Guys, it's Pebbles back here, and we're back with another video. This time we're doing something a bit different. We're going to be doing a command block tutorial because, if anything, I'm only good at that. And we're going to be talking about the testfor and testforblock command, okay? So we'll start by that, and if you guys want me to do testforblocks, then we can do that. Leave it in the comment section, we can see that. So let's start by giving ourselves a command block. Okay, we'll place down the command block. So we're going to be talking about two commands today. Testfor, right? Testfor, and testforblock. Simple. Alright, so we'll start by talking about testfor command, okay? And so whenever you do a testfor, you always want it to be repeating and always active, okay? And basically what testfor does, let's just show you. Testfor, it shows counts entities, players, mobs, items, etc., matching specified conditions. Testforblocks tests whether a certain block is in a specific location. So we're going to be talking about the testfor command first, and then we'll talk about the testforblock. I'll leave the timestamps in the description below, and let's just get right into it. So testfor, it's a simple command. So you give it an area, and it sees if there's a entity in that area. So whenever you put a testfor, you always put a comparator running out of it. It doesn't matter which way. It could be any way. You can put all 4 ways if you want it to activate 4 things at a time. I don't know why, but whatever. We're just gonna put it this way, okay? So let's say we want to count if there's an entity right here. So it's gonna be -64. So let's put that in. Testfor. No, we need to first put in what entity we want it to be. So we'll test for. Actually, we'll do it at E. So if you do at E, it will test for any entity in that area. And if you want like a specific entity, like for example, if you want your friend or something or me, then you can do their name. So we're gonna do at E for now. And then you put in the square bracket, which it's right beside the enter button. It's right above beside the enter button. And what you do here is you write x equals, and then you test what x equals. So if you guys can see in the corner right here, it says -64. So that's my x. So we'll put in -64 and comma y equals 5, right? Y equal 5, comma, and then z equals -44. So we're gonna put that in, 44. And then one last thing, remember you have to do this or else the command won't work. You have to put in R, radius. So that means the radius of the area you're testing. So if the radius is 2, then it will test for 2 blocks around it. So we'll test this area and then 2 blocks each way, which this entire area it will test it. So if there's any entity that enters this area, it will count it. But we're just gonna do R equals 1 for now, so just this one block. So let's do R equals 1, and then we close the bracket. You don't need to put a comma at the end. Now, whenever we do this, it will be always active. So it's always constantly testing, and whenever it feels something's there, it will give out an output. As you guys can see, as soon as I stand on the block, it gives an output, right? So as I said before, you can put multiple comparators and it will give an output to all of them. As you can see, well, you can't see the last one there, but it gives an output to all of them. Now this is really useful if you want to do some sort of trap or something, let's say. So we can do, say, hi, right? And this means whenever I enter this area, it says hi. Now this could be useful if you're like doing an adventure map. Instead of putting a pressure plate, so instead of just putting a pressure plate down and then a command block under it saying, say hi, then you step on the pressure plate and hear that awful, God forbidden sound. Oh, whoops, I wrote say hi. Then, whenever you put it, it says hi. With this pressure plate, it's ugly. And plus, you can look. Here, you can hide this command block. You can like hide it underground. I could have hidden it like right here, and no one would have knew. No one would have known that it's right there. And this is pretty useful, okay? So I can do a lot of things. We can do something like a door, for example. We can make it so that, let's say there's a door here, right? There are these two command blocks right here, right? This thing. Let's make this fill 63, 544. Fill negative 63, 5, negative 4, right? If we do that, and then negative 63, 6, 4, we can make that like a door, so that whenever I come there, whatever's in front of me, let's say there's this in front of me, it opens up, right? And then if we do that, we can make it work. I wonder if that works. Not much of a redstone guy though. We can do this, that it's in such a formation. If we like put this under the ground, and there's a torch here. If we enter this, we can make this so that it's fill, or no, we could probably put it down here. We're just gonna copy this. We can make like a cool door that we can have it like that, and then we can have it like whenever I come here, it closes the door. I mean, it opens the door, and then when I go out, like, so yeah, you guys get the point. So you can make like some cool stuff like that. And now we'll get onto the Testforblock. So let's delete all of this, and let's talk about the Testforblock. So it's basically like the entity one, but it tests for blocks. So it tests for blocks. Simple. So again, whenever you put a test for, you always put it on repeating, always active. And if you want it to have a repeater going on, well, for it to activate, you want it to have something out. So let's do this command. It worked. Let's say it. Do that. And now that's that. Okay, so whenever this activates, it says it worked. So we're gonna do this with a button, because that's what I want to do. So we'll place down a button here. We'll place a wooden button, let's just say. Right? We can put a wooden button right here. And what we'll do here is it's kind of similar. We give it the exact location of the block. So 64, negative 64, 5, negative 44. So let's put that in. Negative 64, 5, negative 44. Alright, now we put in what block we want it to be. Put that in. We need to put in wooden button. Alright, wooden underscore button. And now that that's in, we can, if we exit the command block and put it on repeat, always active, it worked. Okay? But I'll show you what. Alright? This, it just tests for the button. But what we can do, something really cool, we can do is if we put in wooden button 11, right? We can click the button, and whenever we click the button, I said whenever we click the button, it should work, right? No, it's supposed to be 12. All right, 12. So the number, it could be from -1 to 15. You just kind of have to play around, see which one actually works. So for me, it's -12. I mean, for me, it's 12. Now, whenever I press the button, you see in the chat, it says it worked, right? For this command block. And this could actually make for some pretty cool mini games. So if I do, let's say we make it congrats, say congrats, right? We can make it say congrats. Congrats. Let's just do congrats. Let's just do congrats. And what's this cool for is that you can like make like a floating button if you put like a barrier block there, and like there isn't going to be any like ugly command block sticking out. So if anyone like let's say you're playing something and like someone like goes around, there's just this chain of just a ton of command blocks. This is cool because you can like put the chain of command blocks like somewhere underground and no one will see it. If you go around, it's just this flying button, right? But now what I can do is if we have this bow, we can do like this like training ring thing. And whenever I hit the button, it says congrats. Pick up my arrow. Oh, whoops. Aim for the button. Oops, I suck. You can make like a target like that. Let me just edit this to be a like little target type thing. Like go all the way back. Oh, yay. Good. I'm gonna make like a target like that. And yeah, this also can be like for some different stuff. Like, for example, we can put the button like high up and then like have it like activate something, or like even just for a simple door. If I want to make a door but don't want any command blocks under it, I can just have a button, right? Just a button. And then let's say there's like a door here, right? Like a command block door. And then like I press the button and then the door opens. So yeah. These two commands, they're really good. I find them like maybe one of the most useful commands. Even though they might not seem like you'd use them a lot, but when you do use them, they like save the world basically. So yeah, that was my tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in another one.